Good evening from Joplin, Missouri, Ozark Christian College. The 2018 ACCA Men's Basketball Semifinals. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. This is the 5-1 matchup. The 5-seed Los Angeles of Divinity Cubs taking on the 1-seed Arlington Baptist. Cubs coming in 12-11, Arlington at 13-17. Arlington winning its opening round game against Providence, while Los Angeles College of Divinity won a thriller against Rama 85-84 in overtime. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams, and we'll talk more about their tournament so far as we look at the updated bracket. First for Los Angeles of Divinity, head coach Dr. Michael Miller, starting number 1, Jalen Holdford. Number 3, Shaq Barker. Number 4, Dupree Mitchell. Number 11, Chris Johnson. Number 21, Junior Benjamin. For Arlington today, Josh Moody starting number 3, Jashawn Petit. Number 5, Eric Wood. Number 22, Kel Wallace. Number 23, Quentin Moore. And number 32, Kennedy Jones. One of 3 semifinals to wrap up a busy 8-game slate here on day 3 of this 36th annual tournament. And my voice is hanging on by a thread, so it might be a little more laid back of a broadcast than we're used to. Bear with me, folks. Arlington is in the gray, and the Cubs are in the black. Trip to the championship game tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the line, and College of Divinity will control the opening tip. What a game last night. They just did not let up. Every time Rama scored, Cubs came back. It was punch for punch in overtime. I thought it was going to go 2 overtimes. Cubs come up empty on their opening possession. For Arlington, it's Moore into the forecourt. Petit, top of the key to Wood. Moore right side to the cutter. Jones, yes. Jones, good opening round game against Providence. Good shooter, Kennedy Jones, 59%. Started strong yesterday. Mitchell swings it to Johnson. Johnson, strong move. Shot goes in and out. Rebound to Kel Wallace. Moore into the forecourt. In the corner, it's Wood. Guarded in the man-to-man by Holdford. Wood drives in. Floating it up and in. It's another one for Jones, 4-0 in favor of Arlington. Folks, we got the YouTube chat going. If you want to give us a shout, love to hear from you. Yes, we do have number 12 as Andre Roman. Thanks for checking in. Also, you can use the hashtag ACCA Sports on Twitter if you want to give me a shout that way. Love to chat with you during the game. Again, lower your expectations. I'm just hanging on. Jones, top of the key, cut off at the free throw line. Petit. Wallace threw it away. A rocket Jones couldn't handle. So Arlington gives it back to Los Angeles. Dr. Miller telling me that this team flew to Kansas City and they rented a van to make the back and forth between here and the hotel. It's a long haul, even by flight, from Compton, California to Joplin, Missouri. From the half circle, Barker can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Wallace. Petit looking to push. Drives in, too strong off the glass, ball deflected out. Moore, Petit for 3, can't get it to go. Long rebound by Moore. Here's Wood, driving on the baseline, ball deflected out. Moore, plenty of time on the shot clock for Arlington. It's at 15. Moore is stripped. Here comes Baker. Correction, it's Barker. Had it rejected. Arlington has numbers. Petit on the baseline, and they'll set up the offense away from the ball, a foul. So 2 first-year teams, College of Divinity and also Carolina Christian, are in the semifinals. There's a lot of parity every year on the men's side. It's always wide open. Well, Carolina Christian made a strong impression last night. Here's Jones rising over the defender off the back of the rim. Good defense by Johnson there. Chris Johnson from Northridge making the stop. Shaq Barker, 4.6 rebounds, 10.2 assists. That's tops in the ACCA. Mitchell on the wing. Fires a 3 that's short. Benjamin out of control. Wallace the board. So just past 3.5 minutes in. 4-2 Arlington. A lot of these semifinal games low scoring. Petit for 3, yes. Struggled a bit from downtown yesterday. Jashawn shoots 42% though, so he's not going to stay cold for long. Shaq Barker into the lane, stripped but fouled. It'll be the first on Arlington. Both teams with an early team foul. Holford. And that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. So extra possession for College of Divinity. First year program. Johnson. Benjamin from the free throw line can't get it to go. Here comes Petit. Swings it right side to Moore. 4-3, yes. Good start for Arlington. 10-2. Johnson into the circle. Johnson into the lane. Scoops it up and in. Talked to Coach Miller, as I mentioned, after his victory over Rama last night, saying that they played a kind of a wide open schedule, first year program. We talked about it last night with Carolina Christian. Sometimes it's you play whoever will play you, as Kennedy Jones hits his second field goal. So a mix of NAIA, D2, junior college programs as well. That's going to go in and out, right back in for Chris Johnson, who averages 16.4. He's a good shooter, too. Mentioned Kennedy Jones is at 59%. Chris Johnson at 58%. Petit's right of the lane, into the lane, draws the foul. That'll be the second on the Cubs. So Petit 70% at the line. First foul on junior Benjamin. Donovan Baker coming into the game, the freshman from LA. Missed them both. Falling down was Jones. He was out of bounds. Or a travel, whatever you wanted to call. It's Cubs ball. 12-6 Arlington here in the early going. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Barker lets it roll into the forecourt. They like to do that a lot. Save some time. Johnson on the wing. Cutter is Baker. Strong move by Baker. Can't get the bucket, though. Offensive rebound. Johnson, no. But he's fouled. So Chris Johnson, 55% free throw shooter, will go to the line. Both teams now, I believe, with 2 team fouls. Johnson bricks the first one. Winner of this game gets the winner of Kansas and Carolina tonight. Approximately 9:25 start for that one. Neither free throw is good. Good box out Kennedy Jones. Jones, I mentioned his offense. He's a double-double guy. 8.3 rebounds on the season as well. Jones doing work. Yes, and the foul. Kennedy Jones, good free throw shooting big man too, which you don't see too often anymore. He's 89%. Jones completes the old school three-point play, and Arlington leads by 9 here in semifinal number 1. Shaq Barker over to Holdford, who hits the baseline shot, 15-8. Wood throws it cross court. Petite able to save the pass that was deflected. Kel Wallace trying to split the defense and threw it away. Good defense for the Cubs there. They're stingy. They play aggressive. Farhad Williams, the freshman, coming in. It's all freshmen and sophomores minus Chris Johnson, the lone junior for Los Angeles of Divinity. Holdford to Barker, top of the key. Barker to the left, no. Offensive rebound, throws it up and in. Back-to-back buckets for Los Angeles, 15-10. Arlington maintains the lead. Moore in, and he's fouled. Team foul number 4 on Los Angeles. I had it wrong. I said 2 on Arlington earlier. It's just 1. And it looks like Quentin Moore might be shaken up, so he's going to come out. Donnell Johnson will come in for him. And he's going to shoot the free throws. So Moore getting looked at by the trainer. And Donnell Johnson, 50% at the line, will shoot instead. Missed them both. Rebound controlled by Holdford. Barker into the circle. Barker into the lane. Hanging and scoring. Shaq Barker, 46% shooter. Believe it or not, he shoots better from behind the arc. He's at 50% from downtown. Petite over to Johnson. Kel Wallace underneath. That's Jones. 2 more to his total. Arlington leading by 5. Barker into the lane. Couple of fakes. Throws it up and around the rim. No. Tip for the rebound. It comes to Jones. Wood to Wallace, now Petite. Here's Jones, poked away. Good defense by Baker. Full court, it goes to Williams. Now the cutter, Baker, count it. And the foul for Donovan Baker. Still only have Arlington with 1. Now they change it. It's 2 team fouls. Kel Wallace picking up his first. 3-point play complete. And Arlington's lead has been as high as 9. It's down to 2 now. Good to see Quentin Moore checking back in after being shaken up earlier. I'm not sure why we're held up. We got a 14-hour day, guys. Come on, let's keep this moving. Into the forecourt, it's Petit. Wallace on the right, guarded by Holdford. And Jones is stripped but fouled. That'll be team foul number 5 on the Cubs. So 5 for the Cubs, 2 for two for Arlington, excuse me. More to inbound it. Kel Wallace out near midcourt. Thought about the deep 3, instead the Wood on the right. He'll shoot it. Missed it short, tip for the rebound. And it's bounced out to Moore. Looking underneath for Wallace, and it goes through his hands and out of bounds. So 11:18 left to go here in this first half. Tight one between the Cubs and Patriots. Arlington at 13 and 17. Divinity 12 and 11. Petit gets it over to Williams. Williams can't get the runner in the lane. Moore in. Kel Wallace had it tipped and pass off the mark. So the defense starting to step up for Los Angeles. They get the basketball back. Well, Patriots fans, don't go too far. Your women's semifinal against Providence is coming up 15 minutes after this game ends. The runner, good by Shaq Barker. We are tied at 17. More into the forecourt. Petit on the right. Petit into the lane. Nice pass. Kel Wallace lays it up and in. Petit saw the defenders drawing towards him. Made the unselfish play. Finger roll no good by Baker. Holdford tried to save it, but he was out of bounds. Kennedy Jones back out. Bryce Morgan, number 13, coming in. Donnell Johnson also back out there. So nearing the midway point of this first half. Johnson with it on the near side. Here's Morgan, ball deflected out. Johnson behind the back to Petit. Petit with 10 to shoot. He's going to be fouled. That will be team foul number 6 on the Cubs. Petit the inbound. Here's Quentin Moore. Moore about 3 assists per ball game. Scores in double figures, 10 and a half. Kel Wallace is fouled over the back. Foul is on Baker. That's team foul number 7, so free throws to come here. 1 and 1 for Arlington. Wallace 58% free throw shooter. Dupree Mitchell checking back in as Farhead Williams will come out. Wallace swishes through the front end, so he'll get another one. Mentioned 17 fouls on Los Angeles, just 3 so far on Arlington. Wallace got them both, so the lead back to 4 for the Patriots. Los Angeles pushes into the forecourt. Holdford left of the lane, rises off the back iron. Rebound to Wallace. Moore into the forecourt. Johnson looking to scoop it. Entry pass deflected by Johnson for Los Angeles. Barker pushes. Here is Baker. Can't get the roll. Morgan controls the rebound. Petit. Moore on the left side. Looks for a screen. Defender Mitchell stays with him. Throws it up. Draws contact. Team foul number 8. Should be a 2-shot foul here for Quentin Moore. Moore, 77% free throw shooter, the senior from Fort Worth. Got it to go on the first one. Arlington over Providence in the opening round. Los Angeles over Rama in overtime by 1. So here come the Cubs. Barker into the front court. Baker, Johnson in the corner. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Cubs. .8:35 and counting left to go here in the first half of this semifinal game. Alley-oop, throw it down, big man. Kel Wallace from Petite. Arlington back up by 8. Their biggest lead today was 9. Barker at the free throw stripe. Mitchell half circle. Benjamin's come back in, had it poked away. Good defense for Arlington, but Johnson steals it right back for LA. Barker into the lane, cut off. Holdford hesitated and buries it. Holdford hit some big shots towards the end of regulation that helped College of Divinity push that game against Rama into overtime yesterday. Morgan had it stripped. Johnson able to save it. Morgan right around the defense, glides in for the bucket. 27-19 Arlington. Approaching 7 minutes to go here in this opening half. First of 2 men's semifinals. This is game number 5 of 8 here today. Petit with the steal. And he glides in, missed it short. Morgan missed the bunny. Morgan able to get it on the second effort. Timeout, Los Angeles. 29-19, the top seed Arlington with the lead. We'll step aside. Welcome back, Chris Shima, glad to be with you. 29-19, Arlington out to the 10-point lead here in the semifinals. 38th, 36th, 37th, 38th, it's one of those. Man, it's getting late. ACCA basketball tournament. Shack over to Holdford. Underneath it's Benjamin. Yes. He's a good post player. Junior Benjamin, 55% shooter. Hi to Sabrine, who's watching. I believe a love interest possibly of Holdford's. Thanks for checking in on the YouTube chat. Hey, folks in LA, how about my Lakers? 131-113 over Miami. I love it. They are coming together. Benjamin close to a foul there. Chris Sheeman, the future voice of the Lakers, by the way. In my dreams. Holdford. Here's Barker back to Holdford. Benjamin in the corner. Back out to Holdford. Drives in, and he draws the foul. It'll be team foul number 4 on Arlington. While I'm going off track, I might as well just go full speed and go right off the rails. Speaking of the Lakers, did you know, basketball fans, that most of the terminology that we use was coined by the great voice of Los Angeles, Chick Hearn. He came up with terminology like air ball, slam dunk, double dribble, triple double. Basically any terminology that you think of came up by Chicky Baby. How about that? Benjamin, back-to-back good post moves. Cuts the deficit down to 6. Johnson on the near side. Petit back out. Johnson catch and shoot. Can't get the 3 to go. Good box out by Johnson for Black. Holdford for 3. Too strong. Tip for the rebound. Morgan comes up with it. Into the forecourt. Petit into the lane, dishes it out. Johnson hesitates, spinning, and he was out of control. Traveling is the call. .504 left to go here in this opening half. Semifinal number 1 of 3. We'll have another women's semifinal tonight. Arlington fans, stick around for that. Oh, how about that dish? He passed that Johnson through 2 defenders. Talk about, that was a literal threading of the needle. Moore for 3 off the back iron. Tip for the rebound. Benjamin comes up with it. Cubs looking to make a late push here. Falling behind as many as 10 here in this first half. Top-seeded Arlington Baptist. 5-3 against teams in the tournament this year. Benjamin can't get it that time. Tried to follow, and an over-the-back foul. Arlington ended the regular season 3 wins in 5 games in February. They started the season 1-9, played a lot of scholarship schools, D2s, D3s, NAIAs, on and on and on. That's how they do it down there in Arlington. They don't schedule the easy ones. Might we have 2 first-year teams in the championship game tomorrow? Los Angeles of Divinity trying to punch their ticket. Carolina Christian against Kansas Christian coming up tonight. I knew that Kansas Christian team was going to contend in their second year. They looked good coming in last year. They were a little inexperienced and didn't win much, but you can see them. Correct score on your screen, 30-25 Arlington. Barker right at the lane over a sea of defenders. Shaquille Barker, the junior. He and Chris Johnson, 2 senior members of this team. Petit kicks it out. Wood drives in. It's Kel Wallace. Yes. 32-27 Arlington. Barker underneath, yes, and the foul for Benjamin, who scores. Uh-oh. I see my phone going off. That means Rod Reed's out there. My Twitter buddy and a former, I believe, national champion with Arlington. Three-point play incomplete. Rebound controlled by Wallace for Arlington. Wallace, entry pass deflected. Good post defense on Jones for Los Angeles. Driving in, Baker can't get it. Followed by Benjamin, no. Johnson is there, yes, and the foul. An opportunity for Los Angeles to tie it now with an old school three-point play. Chris Johnson, 55% on the season. Wet spot out on the floor. So the winner of this game plays tomorrow at 6. That'll be the men's final. Third place game for the loser will be at 2:15, all-time Central. Everybody doing their part out there. Clean up the wet spots out on the floor. Keep everybody safe. This Arlington Baptist team won it in 2014, 2015. Josh Moody was on both of those teams. Three-point play incomplete, so Arlington clinging to a 1-point lead. More, Kel Wallace. Woods back out there for Arlington. He's got it on the left wing. Petit. Crossover, now over to Morgan. Defender fell down, and they call an offensive foul. That's team foul number 7, I believe, now on Arlington. So both teams are in the bonus over the final 2:41 of the half. Another wet spot out there. So we are held up here once again. 7th place game for the guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Providence and Ozark. Then tomorrow at 10:45, the 5th place game, Rama and Champion. Ladies still have to sort their stuff out. We know Randall is in the women's final. Will they meet their rival Arlington? Probably. Arlington heavy favorites over Providence coming up tonight. All right, floor is nice and dry. Here's Dupree Mitchell into the front court. Johnson at the half circle. They'll pull it back. Williams, the bounce pass to Baker. Baker turned it over. Steal by Wood on the deflection. Here comes Arlington, nearing 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Moore lost the handle, able to get it out to Wood, though. Takes it to the free throw line. Shot in and out. Rebound controlled by Baker. Throws it to Benjamin. Benjamin short. Tipped up, no, by Johnson. Second effort, no. Johnson stripped, but foul. So Johnson will shoot the 1-and-1. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. 2 minutes exactly to go in the first half. A competitive, tight one here in the semifinals. We'll be back. 32-31. Out of the timeout, LA chance to tie or take the lead here. Chris Johnson has struggled at the line. And missed the front end. Trying to salvage a trip, can still tie it, missed them both. Rebound controlled by Bryce Morgan. Petit. Moore. Petit drives right at the lane, throws it off the glass and in. Difficult shot, but Petit made it work. Barker into the forecourt. Barker looking in for Johnson instead to Williams. Now driving is Holford on the reverse. No, Benjamin tried to tip it up and in, couldn't do it. Moore into the forecourt. Wallace had it stripped. Running are the Cubs. That's going to be close to a goaltend. No whistle, though. Johnson cleans it up. And it's back to a one-point game. Inside 1 minute to play here in the opening half of our first of two men's semifinals. Driving in, hanging. Moore got it. Friendly rim for him. A 14-second difference between game and shot clock, so likely the final possession for LA here. Johnson given room. Here's Williams. Shaq Barker up top with 9 on the shot clock. Attacks, can't get it to go. Rebound by Petit. Arlington shot clock is off. They'll hold for the final shot here in this first half. Petit with 3. Drives in, draws the foul. I believe they're going to say it's on the floor. It doesn't matter. It's the 10th team foul on Los Angeles, so double bonus for Arlington either way. Jashun Petit, 70% at the line, the 5'9" junior. Well, good news if you're a Los Angeles fan watching on the West Coast. Arlington, their marker on the season is usually 80 points. They're 7-3 when they score 80 plus. And they're 6-14 when they score under 80. Right now they're around 36. Make it 37. 2 seconds left. Throwing it up is Barker. Missed it back rim. And the first half comes to a close. Arlington 37, Los Angeles College of Divinity 33. We're going to take a 15-minute break, folks, and we'll be back with the second half here in just a little bit. Start of the second half, 37-33. It's Arlington, the 1 seed, leading College of Divinity from LA, the 5 seed. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Take a look at the first half numbers. 59 or 58% shooting for Arlington Baptist to 39% for College of Divinity, but the Cubs hitting the offensive glass, 10 offensive rebounds, so they've actually taken 41 shots in the game. 13 turnovers for Arlington Baptist, also helping their cause. 2 players in double figures. Kel Wallace has 11 for Arlington, and Shaq Barker with 10 to go for College of Divinity. Barker 5 of 10 shooting. Kel Wallace perfect, 4 out of 4. Wallace on his way to a double-double with 11 and 8. So Arlington with the basketball. Points off turnovers favoring Los Angeles, as I mentioned, 15-4. So if Arlington can shore up the sloppiness, although they don't start great here, they might have a pretty good shot at reaching the championship game. Here's Holdford. Mitchell, top of the key. It's Barker. Swinging it out. Holdford, pull up. Short on the jumper. Rebound controlled by Wallace. So Petite. Wallace, top of the key. Here's Wood thinking about the 3. Instead, he pulls it back as Mitchell guards him. Wood lost the dribble, able to get it back, though. 5 on the shot clock. Here is Morgan. Yes, and the foul. Well, he's upset with me, so I got to get this out of the way, folks. Mark Barakoff is out there in basketball land watching. He was actually coaching me up at halftime. I said, Coach, I'm tired. I don't have anything left. You gotta coach me up. Mark Barakoff, great coach over at Randall, watching his old rival Arlington, and also his friend Michael Miller, College of Divinity. Who doesn't Barakoff know? I bet you if you call Mark Barakoff, his ringtone, the sound is the announcer saying, and Randall trails by 9 against Baylor. Guarantee that's his ringtone. Back and forth we go. And it looks like we're going to get a tie-up or a timeout. It's a timeout. So Bryce Morgan dives for it, comes up with it. Timeout Arlington. We'll be right back. Second half semifinals, 39-33, Arlington by 6. They have the basketball. Going behind the back, Moore into the forecourt. He's guarded by Barker. Swings it to Wallace on the right. Here's Wood, thought about it. Instead, he'll pull it back. Wood gets a screen. Moore looking to drive, and he's bumped. Holford saying, what did I do? I'm just standing here. It's college basketball. That's all you need to do to get a foul called on you. So 2 quick ones on College of Divinity. And I believe we got some blood on Quentin Moore. So they're going to give him a minute to try to stop that, so he can continue. Petites. And another foul, this time on Mitchell. So 3 already here in the first 2 minutes. Correction, 4 in the first 2 minutes. Wood, trouble with it. Fake shot is short. Wood gets it back, puts it up and in. 8-point game for Eric Wood. That's his first field goal. He struggled in the opening round as well, so maybe that shot will get him going. Underneath, it's Williams, got the bucket. This is kind of a similar game to yesterday for College of Divinity. Maybe a little less scoring in this one, but they kind of just hung tight with Rama. Rama led throughout, and then last 3 or 4 minutes, I mean, it was a title weight fight. Eric Wood back-to-back buckets after being shut out in the first half. Lead out to 8 for Arlington. There's Barker. Swings it out. Mitchell corner 3. No. Rebound controlled by Morgan. Morgan now Moore. Coast to coast. Moore can't get it. It's batted out. Mitchell comes up with it after Barker tipped it out. Good ball movement. Holdford is open. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Williams. Shaq Barker hanging. Can't get it to go. That did everything but go through. And now a turnover. Good defense by Barker to force the steal. It'll be Donovan Baker to come into the game for LA. And Junior Benjamin will sit down. Mitchell on the near side. Barker between the circles. Baker on the right. Mitchell spinning is Baker. Wild shot, no. Follows it and gets the second effort. 6-point game, inside 16 to go here in the semifinals. Winner plays the winner of our nightcap between Kansas and Carolina. Forgot for a minute. Oh boy. If you want to hear some award-winning announcing, you might want to tune in for that nighttime game because I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to speak English by that point. 5 team fouls now on Los Angeles. Quentin Moore will inbound it. Now what? The officials are getting everybody together. Might be some talking going. In fact, it's basketball. I can tell you there's talking going on down there. And the officials might have had enough of it. Looks like College of Divinity will call for time. This is as awkward of a start to a second half as you'll see in the game of basketball. Timeout. Let's all take a break. We'll be back. All right, let's see if everybody's cooled down and we can get back to basketball here. 15:46 to go. Inbound by Moore. Wood gets it back to him. Moore had it poked away, diving for it. It's a steal. Good defense by Los Angeles, and then out of control, throwing it up and drawing the foul. I believe it's Baker. It's hard at times to see the back of those jerseys with all the extra artwork on there, but it was Baker, so Baker goes to the line. That's the first team foul on Arlington. Donovan Baker, nothing but net on the first one. In fact, that barely drew net. Baker 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe here tonight. Make it 3 out of 3. 43-39. Another foul underneath. This is that same crew yesterday that called a whole lot of fouls, folks. And because there's been some chippiness, you can expect them to really tighten their whistles now. Petit, here's Moore. Wood drives in, hanging and scoring. So Wood connected for the first field goal. He's made his last 3 after starting this tournament cold. Another foul called. Yep. This is the way it's going to be. Team foul number 2-6 already on Los Angeles, by the way. 15:08 left to go. It's the second on Kel Wallace, and it's Baker back at the line. So both free throws good. Baker stays perfect from the charity stripe here tonight, and it's a 4-point game. Wallace to Petit. Wood. Entry pass deflected. Morgan comes up with it, lays it up and in. Arlington 47, College of Divinity 41. Barker drives in, blocked but fouled. That's 3 now on Arlington, so 9 fouls combined in the first 5 minutes and 19 seconds. This time it's Shaq Barker, 71% during the season at the line for Barker. Good on the first one. First free throws here today. Good on them both. Michael Miller's going to call for another timeout. 14:41 left to go. We'll be back. Back to live action, 14:37 left to go. Into the forecourt, Quentin Moore. Petit on the left. Kel Wallace. Back out to Petit. Arlington's led by as many as 10 in this game, but the defense starting to get stingy for Divinity. Moore deflects that out. Arlington led by 10 at the 7:03 mark in the first half. Just one tie. Arlington, for the most part, in control. Mitchell for three. Good box out by Petit at 5'9". Inside 14 minutes left to play here in the first of three semifinals tonight. Arlington women will play Providence. Another foul as Mitchell breathed on Wood. 17 fouls already on Los Angeles. Wood is in the 1-1. Arlington will be in the bonus going forward. Eric Wood, first free throws tonight, 71% free throw shooter. Front end is good, so he'll get another. Wood got them both. So Eric Wood with 8 points here in the second half. 6-point game. Barker up top to Baker. Baker steps inside the arc. The mid-range bounces up and in. Petit. Across the timeline into the forecourt. Being hounded by Williams. Morgan to the bucket. Morgan short off the glass. Tip for the rebound. Wallace, no, but he's fouled. Team foul number 8 on College of Divinity. Kel Wallace, 58% on the season. Today he's 3 out of 4, though. Make it 4 out of 5. Six-point game. Barker. Holdford. Here's Barker. Nice step to the bucket by Shaq. Pushing into the forecourt, Quentin Moore. Morgan drives in, no, but another foul is called on Los Angeles. That will be 9 on them now. So Arlington will be in the double bonus over the final 12:42 of this ballgame. Bryce Morgan, 66% free throw shooter. First attempts tonight. Arlington came in averaging 72 a game. Los Angeles of Divinity about that as well. Cubs, good shooting team at 48% as a team. So 1 out of 2 at the line. Arlington by 5. Baker cut off. Swings it out. That's Clarence Jackson, number 2 in the game. He gets the run around the baseline. 52-49. Wallace, Petit on the far side of your screen. Deshaun with 6 points in the first half. Goes to the bucket, and he got mugged. So Williams, the guilty party there. Team foul number 10 on LA. Just 3 for Arlington. They played relatively clean this game. So more free throws for the Patriots. Petit 70%, although today he's just 1 out of 4. Can't get 1 out of 5. Petit misses them both, so 1 out of 6 from the charity stripe here today. Inside 12 to play. Jackson, top of the key, Baker, good ball movement. Can't get the bucket though. Jackson gets the long rebound. Williams to Barker. Baker, Holdford, out to Jackson for 3. And that's going to be deflected out, last touch by the Cubs. Quentin Moore, primary ball handler for Josh Moody's team, into the forecourt. Looking for Petit. Defender gambled, went for the steal. Moore, open look. Can't get it from the baseline. Turnaround shot, Kel Wallace in the lane, no. And the rebound controlled by Baker. Barker gets it to the cutter. Baker, too strong off the glass. Rebound Arlington. They look to push here. It's Petit. Here's Morgan. Morgan off the glass and in. 54-49 as we inch closer to the midway point of this second half. Baker, Jackson, now Barker on the left. And that pass thrown away. Jackson too high for Baker. Chris Johnson will come back into the game for LA. I believe Baker went out. Here's Petit into the forecourt. Jones had it poked away. Good defense now by Holdford, who comes up with the steal. LA with the basketball, trailing by 5. Holdford into the lane. Jackson on the wing. Upstep by Barker, and they call him for steps. Turnover gives the ball back to Arlington, the 1 seed at 13-17, leading the 5 seed LA College of Divinity. Patriots into the forecourt. Petit, and he's going to be fouled. This time Farhad Williams, who's come on, the guilty party. No correction, they say Arlington turnover. So Petit might have stepped over the line. LA gets it back. Barker tosses to Holdford in the forecourt. Pass deflected, good defense, bad pass as well. Kel Wallace comes up with the steal. Wood, 8 points in the second half. He's got the basketball here, 9 to shoot. Eric Wood takes it left of the lane, cut off, catch and shoot for Moore. Yes, 4-3. Arlington 57, Los Angeles of Divinity 49. Williams poked away. Good defense again by the Patriots. Moore driving, alley-oop, Petit. Unable to get it to go. Driving is Mitchell. He misses the layup. Up and down we go. Oh boy, Moore took a wicked shot. So he'll go to the line on the foul. Winner of this game plays in the championship. That'll be tomorrow at 6:15. Third place game will be at 2:15, approximate tomorrow. And later on tonight, Kansas taking on Carolina in the other semifinal. Junior Benjamin comes into the game. Benjamin in for Jackson. More good on them both. It's a 10-point lead. Arlington 59, College of Divinity 49. Holdford. Mitchell in the corner. Benjamin had a good first half. Back out Mitchell. Can't get it to go. College of Divinity is ice cold right now. Here's Moore. Moore looking to drive on Barker. Barker pleading for an offensive foul. Instead, he's the guilty party, and frustration starting to set in for the Cubs. Quentin Moore back at the line. Arlington's been in the double bonus for the last 6 minutes, I believe. So Patriots now with their biggest lead of the night at 11. Make it 12. I would not cut out or count out the Cubs. This team's got a lot of firepower on it. Holdford, Mitchell, back to him. Holdford drives to bank it, and gets the rim to cooperate. So the lead is back to 10 inside 8 minutes to go. 7:39 to be exact. Moore to Wallace. Turnaround shot by Jones off the back iron. Rebound control by Johnson for the Cubs. Holdford to the cutter. And a foul called as Johnson went to the line. Surprised the Cubs haven't attacked more. They've settled for jump shots on a lot of their possessions. It's a tightly called game. Go to the hoop. They will give you free throws. Chris Johnson, 55% on the season. That's team foul number 4 on Arlington, by the way. Johnson 0 for 5 today from the charity stripe. Connects on his first here. Coach Barakoff still out there, says, let him hoop. It's not going to happen, Coach. Not with this bunch. Benjamin the putback, no. Benjamin again, yes. So the free throw missed, but Benjamin on the opportunity on the second effort. More for the Patriots. Petite. Top of the key, Wallace. Wallace drives in, too strong off the glass. A wild shot. Now Moore able to throw it off a Cub to keep possession. Just 8 to shoot for Arlington. Last year, the Patriots won the 5th place game against the Emmaus. This year, they've got their eyes set on a championship, and Moore gives them a 10-point lead. 34% from behind the arc. Quentin Moore here today is 2 out of 3. Another foul called. That's team foul number 5 on Arlington. Arlington already in a double bonus. Holford with the bounce pass out to Mitchell. Underneath, Benjamin had it stripped. That was Wood making a nice defensive play. Just past 6.5 left to go. Moore kicks it out. Petit back to Moore. Morgan up top. Here's Wood for three. In and out. Rebound by Benjamin. Correction, that was Johnson with the board. Here come the Cubs. Barker out to Holford. Holford trying to clear some space. Misses the jumper. Mitchell for three. Yes. Timeout. College of Divinity as they cut the deficit down to 7. 5:56 left to go here in the semifinals. We'll be back after this. .556 remaining. Patriots leading by 7 with the basketball. Petit on the left side. Wood top of the key. Back to him. Petit turns on the Jets. Goes right to the hoop. That three ball is an air ball. Dupree Mitchell out on the run is Moore. And Moore, no, but he knew Petit was there. So it was a wild shot, but somewhat intentional, I think, from Quentin Moore, knowing that he had his teammates backing him up. Holford hanging in and out. Holford the offensive rebound. Yes, on the putback. 5 minutes left to go. 9-point ball game. Still plenty of time. LA fans don't go anywhere. We've seen your team come back once before. Petit. Here's Morgan. Turnaround shot. Blocked. Good defense by Johnson, and it's going to go off Morgan, who tried to save the possession. So Cubs get it back. They're going to let it roll here. Barker brings it into the forecourt. Holford tosses to Mitchell. Rejected by Wallace. Two more games tonight after this one. Arlington fans, stick around. Your ladies will play Providence. Benjamin looking to post up over two defenders. Too strong. Well, the shooting for College of Divinity has been a problem here in this second half. Now a foul going to be called, and more free throws to come for Arlington. This time it's Bryce Morgan, 66% free throw shooter. Two subs, Clarence Jackson and Donovan Baker coming in. Three is short. Rebound controlled by Baker. Barker looking to drive around two defenders. Shot's just not falling right now with any consistency. That ball deflected out. Jackson was there, though. Through the hands of Baker, and Mitchell says, let's reset this. Here's Baker on the right. Steps inside the arc, missed it back rim. Rebound to Wood. And I think Los Angeles starting to doubt themselves a little bit. Petit swings it to Morgan. Underneath, Kel Wallace is fouled. So Wallace will go to the line again. Arlington struggled in this tournament the last couple of years. They won it in 2014 and 2015. They finished 5th last year. Josh Moody, I believe this is his 3rd year. Cliff McDaniel was coaching both teams for a while. Christie, his wife, was coaching the women, and Cliff acted as the assistant. Now it's Josh Moody's show, and he's got his team 322 away from the championship. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. 3:22 left to go. I defy you to find a man, woman, or child out there who won't instantly get in a good mood just by hearing Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody." I'm telling you, it gets your heart going. Out of the timeout, College of Divinity, it was Shaq Barker to the bucket. 9-point game, nearing 3 minutes left to go. Petit turns on the Jets. Yes, and the foul. Holford called for the foul, and Arlington continuing to push the tempo here. That's going to be 5 on Holford, so his day is done. And they're going to bring in Chris Johnson for him. Game number 6 of 8 coming up 15 minutes after this one's done. It's the women's semifinal between Arlington and Providence. And 15 minutes after that's done, let's say about 9:30, the other men's semifinal. Baker can't get it to go, and that's the kind of shooting second half it's been for College of Divinity. trouble for Moore, able to get it. Coming to help was Kel Wallace. Quentin Moore to the bucket. He traveled. That's a good call, so the Cubs will get it back here. Into the forecourt going quickly is Barker. Mitchell back to him. Swung over to Jackson on the left. Mitchell, Jackson, catch and shoot. Three way off. Petit with the rebound. Petit. Inside 2 to go. Arlington content to run some clock here, leading by 12. 5 on the shot clock. Wood will hoist. Missed it back rim. Skying for the rebound. It's Baker. Baker drives. Boy, nothing falling right now. Johnson's second effort. He's fouled and will go to the line. It really does come down to just missed shots right now for Los Angeles. So if things hold this way, Arlington goes to the championship game tomorrow at 6:15. And the men's third place game, Los Angeles, would be at 2:15. One out of 2 at the line. More into the forecourt. Here's Petit on the left. He's going to back it out again. Arlington content to run clock here. Driving in, Petit had it stripped, 6 to shoot. It'll still be Arlington's ball. Inbound goes to Morgan. Morgan spinning, can't get the rim. Batted up, and they're going to call Arlington on a foul. That will be team foul number 7 on the Patriots. So a 1-and-1 upcoming. .102 left to go. And it's Dupree Mitchell at the line. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Arlington. So extra possession for the Cubs. Cubs will fall to 12-12 on the season. Barker, the bounce pass. Driving is Jackson, counted in the foul. So he'll go to the line, chance for a three-point opportunity. Another wet spot out there has us held up. Clarence Jackson, 8th team foul on Arlington, so another 1-and-1 as he banks it in. Correction, that was a three-point opportunity. And now it looks like College of Divinity will try to extend the game here via the free throws. Quentin Moore has made quite a living at the free throw line here, especially in this second half. First one is good. And the second as well. 65-75 now. Arlington leading by 10. Barker letting it roll. And they're going to get a blocking foul called. You've got to, when you have the lead in the later stages of the understand the situation and not allow the opposing team an opportunity to work themselves back into it with the clock stopped. 1-1 still. That was the 9th team foul, so both teams will be in the double bonus going forward. So it's an 8-point game. Petite into the forecourt. And Arlington will call for time. 38.5 left here in the semifinal. We'll be back. Eric Wood with the inbound. Arlington content to play keep away here. 13-second difference between game and shot clock. Los Angeles not fouling, so they've waved the flag here. Petite drives in, gets it to go. So Arlington will go to the championship game. A for effort, though, from this first-year program, College of Divinity. They'll play for third as the clock will wind down. Arlington 14-17. The Cubs fall to 12-12. So for LA College of Divinity, let's bring up the bracket here so you could take a look at it. Winner of our late game tonight, Kansas and Carolina, will play for the championship at 6:15. College of Divinity will play for third at 2:15. Once again, your final, Arlington 77, College of Divinity 69. Thanks for watching, everybody. Our next game, Patriots fans, stick around. Your women are up in 15.